Hey, gorgeous. So I know that you have probably heard before, go on a diet to lose weight, right? I think we've all heard that before. But have you ever asked yourself, do diets actually work? Stay tuned for today's video, because guess what? We are about to discover and unclose the real truths on if diets actually work to lose weight. Let's get it. Hello, gorgeous. So if this is your first time visiting my channel, visiting our sisterhood, welcome, 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 queen. And if you don't know who I am, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rhonda Watts Robinson, also known as the Busy Queens Body Makeover Specialist. And what I do is I help busy queens all around the world eliminate their body and belly fat, get their shape back, heal from their conditions naturally, and become the best physical versions of themselves. Because guess what, queen? That is who Jesus desires for us to be. So today we are going to get down to the truth. Yes. In the word, we know that the truth will make you free. You're going to be set free today about if these diets really work. Because I know that you've heard, do this diet, do this diet, do this diet, do this diet, and it will work, right? And this is the truth, my sister. I'm just going to lay it front, out, center before we even begin. Diets do work depending on your ultimate goal. Okay, let me repeat that. Diets can work depending on your ultimate goal. But I believe that sometimes we are misinformed and don't know the truth. So make sure you watch the remainder of this video to find out if doing a diet is actually something that you need to do. Let's get it. Okay, queen, so I already told you that diets can work depending on what your ultimate goal is, right? And this is the truth. Before we even jump into these tips and things of that nature, I want to let you know something personally about me. I loathe the word diets, right? Because it gives us this connotation that in order to actually become what God has already called us to become, we have to deprive our bodies of the things that we love and we need, which is food, right? And I am here to tell you that you don't have to do that. Before I even give you anything else, you don't have to do that. How do I know? I know because I naturally lost 60 pounds of fat from the comfort of my home about 3 years ago. And I've kept it off since then, right? And if I can be honest and upfront with you, I initially tried dieting. Okay. And today I'm going to give you a little bit about my story to hopefully help you understand if diets are what you need on your journey. So the first thing I want you to understand about dieting is if your goal is sustainable weight loss, okay? If your goal is sustainable weight loss, meaning long-term weight loss, meaning not having to yo-yo diet, meaning not having to lose the weight and then come back and lose it again. Diets are not for you. They're not for you, right? Diets allow for you to lose weight, but understand diets are not sustainable. They're not things that you can continue on for the rest of your life, right? When I was on my weight loss journey about 4 years ago, one of the things that I did was I did intermittent fasting, right? Now, please understand, if you're doing intermittent fasting, I'm not downing what you're doing. If it's working for you, great. But please listen to me and hear me out, okay? When I did intermittent fasting on my journey for about, I would say 4 to 5 months, I actually enjoyed it. I liked it. I loved the food that I was eating. So you may be wondering, Rhonda, if you liked it, then why did you stop doing it after 4 to 5 months? For the same reason that I'm telling you today, it was not sustainable. Although I enjoyed the process of intermittent fasting, and yes, I did lose some weight, right? Deep down, I knew that 5, 10, 20, 30, 50 years from now, right? I would not continue to eat, hell, a year from now. I did not want to continue to have to eat that way, right? When holidays came around or special events came around, I didn't want to have the anxiety in my mind. Oh God, this is not my eating window, right? I didn't want to have to live that way. I'm a mother of 3 beautiful children, all under the age of 11 and under, right? And I'm a wife, and we have things that we love to do, family vacations and stuff like that. I did not want to have that restriction on me to say, okay, well, I can't eat during this time, or I can't eat during that time, or my goodness, I can't have this, or I can't have that. I didn't want to have to do that, right? So after that 4 to 5 month period, when I stopped intermittent fasting, that's when I really learned how to lose weight naturally, the right way, the proper way. And baby, it was a beautiful journey, and I've kept it off ever since. So the first thing I want for you to know is if your goal is sustainable weight loss, which I'm unsure why it wouldn't be, right? If your goal is to keep it off, if to lose it and keep it off, if your goal is to not go on this roller coaster ride of weight loss like most of us do for all of our lives, diets are not for you. You need a balanced regimen that works around your lifestyle. Is it possible? Yes, it is. I don't care if you work 12-hour shifts. I don't care if you don't have time to work out, but a few hours every week. There is regimens that will work for you when you have the right regimen, no matter how busy you are. So that is the first tip I want you to understand. If you are looking for sustainable weight loss, diets are not for you. All right, Queen. So let's continue forth with this next reality when it comes to diets. This is the truth about diets. Yes, you may lose some weight. Notice I said may. But if losing fat is your goal, diets are not for you. Allow me to explain. Please understand this one truth that no one ever talks about on this journey. Losing weight is not the same as losing fat. Losing weight is not the same as losing fat. Okay? Understand, my sister, you can lose weight all day, but the weight that you may be losing is water weight. You may be losing muscle, right? And you don't want to lose your muscle. A lot of times when we wear these waist trainers and these workout belts, we're working out and we're sweating a lot, right? Understand, we may not be losing fat. We're losing water weight. Why? Because it's inevitable, right? We have this compression around our stomachs that's putting more temperature there, and subsequently, we're going to lose water weight. Right? But we thinking about, oh, I'm sweating more. Yeah, let me do this. I'm good. Not necessarily losing the right kind of weight. Another thing that you need to be aware of is that you may be losing muscle mass instead of losing fat, right? If you are not eating under the right balanced regimen, there is a specific way that you must eat on your journey. Definitely, if you are a queen who is the ages of 30 and over. Let me give you this tip, my sister. When we get around the ages of 30 plus, now I'm 42, but I'm told I look 21, right? But I'm 42, right? So I preach this often because most of the queens that I do coach and that I help within my Busy Queens Body Makeover experience are 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, right? They're older, right? Around the age of 30, okay, 30 to 35, we, seasoned, beautiful queens, start losing 3 to 5% of our bone mass every single year. So regardless of what you're doing, if you are living and you are breathing and you are over the age of 30 or 35, 30 to 35, you, my sister, every year, you can't stop this, are losing 3 to 5% of your bone mass. So what does that mean? What that means is that if you are losing this over time, as you get older, this is why we see a lot of older people, right? Older women who are hunched over, and one fall could be the detriment of them because over time they lost their mass instead of building it back up. And one of the worst things you can do on this journey is to lose weight the wrong way, not knowing that you're losing the wrong kind of weight. And in the end, it be the detriment of you instead of the blessing of you. My sister, be very careful with diets. Be very careful with fat loss pills, because that is not a guarantee of fat loss. You're losing weight, but let me ask you, are you sure of the type of weight that you're losing? If the answer is not a definite yes, do not do it, right? So that is another reason why diets may not work for you. If you're unsure of the weight that you're losing, sis, stay far away from it. Far away from it. All right, sis, so I hope I didn't scare you, right? I hope I didn't make you not want, run for the hills, right? But I had to give you the truth. So this is the truth, right? Now that you know that, diets can hurt you, right? Depending on the type of weight that you are losing. Now that you know that diets are not sustainable and will have you on the roller coaster ride, you may be wondering, okay, Rhonda, so what do I do, right? I mentioned it before, but I want to stress this. You need to naturally find the regimen, the weight loss regimen that involves a well-balanced food regimen, okay? And a balanced workout regimen that does involve strength training, okay, and cardio, all right, as the foundation. Notice I said foundation because there's other things that you need to do, okay? But dieting, my sister, really is not the way to go if you want to make this a lifestyle and if you want to make sure you're losing the right kind of weight. There are other ways out there, other natural methods out there, other ways that we can learn healthy habits that will ultimately lead to the ultimate goal. All right, Queen, so I pray that has blessed you today. I hope I didn't scare you away from diets, but I hope that I informed you and I educated you, right? Because as I mentioned on most of the ends of my videos, the Bible, Jesus, God tells us in the Bible, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And my goal on this channel is to give you the right knowledge so that you can live a long, vibrant, healthy life and become the best physical version of you. So understand, Queen, remember, greatness should not just be an option, it should be the only option. If you have not subscribed to this sisterhood, come on, because you my sister, right? And make sure that you turn your notifications on so that when I drop the next video, you get all of the details. God's blessings, God's prosperity, and God's abundance to you. Stay blessed and not stressed. Until next time, love ya.